Good morning, guys. Captain Dylan Hubbard here at Hubbard's Marina, and Captain Garrett and the boys just got back from a 39-hour fishing trip. Wait till you see this massive GAG grouper that came in on the 39-hour fishing trip. They not only got one, but two massive GAG grouper, along with plenty of other GAG grouper, red grouper, scamp grouper, red snapper, and more. Wait till you see this fish. It is a monster GAG grouper. So want to show you this pile of fish, and then we're going to update you a little bit about the weather and what's going on here. So stay tuned. Great video ahead. Check out this pile of fish. So some big old gags, some big old red grouper, some monster vermilion snapper. We got some nice scamp grouper, some big old gags, but whoop, there he is. That is a massive GAG grouper from this 39-hour fishing trip. Wilbo, what did they catch this big old GAG on?
Joe Carney got that on an octopus.
On an octopus, the old dead bait special. Can you hold that sucker up for us, Will, so people can get a perception?
I haven't even picked him up yet.
That is a massive GAG. That is crazy. That is a big old fish for sure. Oh man, some big old red snapper. So the dead bait was another good bite this trip?
Yeah, another good bite. And Joe, the octopus was still on the hook, and he caught another over 20-pound GAG on the same octopus.
On the same piece of bait, on the same spot.
And he lost the octopus, but I was able to gap it back. It was on the surface. I got it back. I think a red snapper ended up stealing it. But he was going for 3 over 20 pounds on the same bait.
Wow, so the octopus, was that one that he had brought out there with him from the office, or is that one that he caught while out there? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, man. So the octopus was the hot bait this trip. The bonita still working well?
Bonita was working with lots of red snapper on the bonita.
So the bonita is the red snapper special. The octopus is working well for the gags. I see a lot of red grouper in the pile too. You guys did pretty well on them?
Yeah, we hit the big red groupers too. There's a couple of nice ones on top there. But yeah, did decent on the reds, smoked the snappers.
Yeah.
And got a few gags here and there the whole time. They've lost huge gags. There's big ones out there right now.
I heard the pelagic, or the mangrove bite was a little bit slow. Is that just because we were fishing deeper for these big gags and red snapper?
We tried a little bit different area for the mangroves, and we haven't fished there in some time, and it was picky at night, but it set us up for just slide out there and get these big fish in the daytime.
Nice.
But definitely try a different mangrove area next trip.
What about the pelagic action? Spotty?
I'm seeing flying fish and stuff like that. Tons of sargassum grass out there, but not much in the way of topwater stuff. Saw mahi.
Saw some mahi, didn't catch any?
No.
Gotcha. All right, man, I appreciate it. Thanks, Wilbo. Crazy. Well, you heard it from Will. It was another great trip. A little tough on the mangrove action, a little picky, but that set us up for a great grouper bite through the day, and they limited out again on those red snapper. And we're excited. The fishing is great right now. As far as the weather goes, we do have a little bit of spotty weather kind of moving into the area. We have a possible tropical system down there around the Bay of Campeche, and that's going to be moving north into the Gulf of Mexico over the weekend. But right now, everything we're seeing has that storm staying west of the Mississippi River, which means our near-shore weather isn't terrible. Our 5-hour half days and kind of closer to shore stuff should be doable as long as we don't get some serious storm action. Our long-range trips, the 12-hour extreme on the Flying Hub 2, those Flying Hub 2 long-range trips are going to be in a little bit of a pickle with rougher conditions. But the Florida fishermen and the 39-hour trip this weekend hopefully looks like it will be unaffected. We'll still be able to get out there on the Florida fishermen, only seeing around maybe 5. The worst sea condition I've seen recently, it was only around 6 foot, which is not large enough to stop us from going out there on the Florida fishermen on a 39-hour trip. So we are still planning to go this weekend on the 39-hour, which is great news. And then also one thing I wanted to talk about quickly as it gains more kind of notoriety and is talked about more is the red tide situation around our region. There is some very spotty early kind of red tide action around mainly the south shore of Tampa Bay, and there's some spotty sections moving up and down our beaches. The last 3 days or so, it got a little bit tough. It was, you could feel it in the air, if you will, and there was a few dead fish around, but it is considerably improved this morning. The conditions, you're not feeling it at all. I haven't seen any dead fish really around in the water behind me. It's been beautiful this morning, so hopefully a large section of that has moved out. We have seen some issues with our live bait, trying to keep them alive. This 39-hour trip, that massive pile of fish you just saw, they had 0 live bait on the trip. However, we should hopefully have live bait over the weekend if weather allows us to get out there to our pinfish traps. Right now, we're only catching them offshore. So bear with us, have patience with us as we work through that live bait situation. That's our main effect on our offshore fishing trips when there is some red tide in the area, because once you get offshore, it doesn't bother us, but it does make it tricky to catch live bait behind me in the back bay and bring it here to put it on the boats and keep it alive. So we have to fish further from shore for those live pinfish if the situation is bad right on the beach. But like I said, it got a little bit tenuous over the last 3 days, but situation this morning is beautiful. I was just talking to our local sheriff who was driving the beach, Madeira Beach, all night last night, back and forth. He saw 2 dead fish all night long on the beach. So that's great news, and hopefully that condition will continue to improve. But it's a waiting game. Stay tuned. We'll keep you informed, and hopefully we'll see you out here for some deep sea fishing at Hubbard's Marina, and hopefully we'll see you Sunday night for the live stream show. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too busy. Have a good day, y'all.